Hey, friends and family, welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So let's talk about it. I had some information for you guys proving that Erika Kirk's family had literally rebuilt one of the 12 gates around Jerusalem from the Second Temple. You guys know what I'm talking about? The 12 gates of Jerusalem and their meaning. I told you all a while back we needed to go over that. Well, I can't find it now. It's like legitimately, I cannot put my finger on it, but it is true. Erika Kirk's, the Franzi family, there's a big plaque outside one of the gates where they had rebuilt it. There are 12 gates. All right. There's the Jaffa Gate, is a gateway to history and everyday life. The Zion Gate, witness to conflict and symbolism of unification. The Dung Gate, from waste disposal to spiritual rebuilding. The Damascus Gate, connecting history to faith. The Golden Gate, or the Eastern Gate, a sealed portal awaiting fulfillment. Jerusalem as a microcosm of the believer's journey, the significance of walls and gates, security and spiritual strength, the 12 gates of the New Jerusalem, which is in Revelations 21:12, and their meaning. So there's a lot of gates, and they're all symbolic. Eventually, I will break it down for you guys. But I wanted you guys to know that there is definitely one of the gates, and I can't figure out which one it is, that her family rebuilt. The Golden Gate, which is currently sealed shut, also known as the Eastern Gate, holds immense symbolic importance. Its biblical connections linked it to the beautiful gate in Acts, and Ezekiel's prophecy about the Lord entering through it connects it to Jesus's triumphant entry on Palm Sunday and the prophesied messianic return. The fact that this gate remains sealed signifies a waiting for a future fulfillment. It is a powerful image of hope and anticipation for most believers. Okay, so the ancient understanding of walls as essential for security and self-control, as highlighted in Proverbs 25, is crucial to understanding Jerusalem's history. The destruction of Jerusalem's walls represented not only physical vulnerability, but also spiritual and moral weakness. The rebuilding of the walls, therefore, symbolizes spiritual restoration and commitment. I just find it curious that her family was involved in one of those, right? I'll have to try to find it for you guys again. So, hey, everybody, my name is Samantha. If you've not done so, please like, comment on our channel. If you're looking for a deeper understanding of what's happening in our world today, you've come to the right place, friends. Tomorrow, I've got an amazing video for you guys with Leslie, who writes our monthly newsletter. If you'd like to be on the list of people that get the newsletter, look at the top of comments, follow the directions. But Leslie and I are going to jump into pre-trib, mid-trib, post-trib. And I think all of you should come to that conversation and to that table with us tomorrow. But as right now, I want to talk to you about what's going on at the White House. I saw a comment earlier and someone said, oh, President Trump is building the ballroom to mimic the third temple in Jerusalem. Now, this is where so-called Christians get really confused. We're talking about a physical building, a physical temple that has to be built for the 7 years of tribulation, because the Antichrist physically has to walk into the temple and sit in the Holy of Holies. Okay, that has to happen. It's in the Bible. But somehow there's a rumor that the new ballroom at the White House, where the East Wing used to be, is going to be where the new temple's built. That is not true. New architectural renderings obtained by CBS News reveal in more detail the White House ballroom that is currently under construction. It'll be a 90,000 square foot ballroom with a capacity to seat 650 people. All right. The new ballroom will be significantly larger than the main White House building, excuse me, which comprises 55,000 square feet over the ground floor. Okay. It's going to cost about 200 million. This is the pictures of what it's supposed to look like. They're going with the same Greek revival, I guess that's what you call it, to match the original White House. It's going to be beautiful. I mean, it really is. And it's high time we had one. I just think that they could have done it a little better, maybe let people have a say so on what was going to happen, right? All right. Will Trump build the third temple? This is where I think the confusion is coming in. Trump's redoing the White House, and recently he was questioned. A Jewish reporter, this is from the Israeli National News. If you want to look at these articles, they'll be in the description that's under the title of the video. A Jewish reporter asked Press Secretary Carolyn Levitt if President Trump had considered the Third Temple as his next historic building project.
It kind of got me thinking. He's likely going to go down as the greatest builder of this era, and you've been in on a lot of those meetings with him. Has, to your knowledge, has the subject of rebuilding the Holy Temple in Jerusalem come up?
It has not. No, it has not. I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And it seems like a lot of Christians don't know what he's talking about either, which is frightening in a way, because the prophecies in the Bible, the way it's described, tribulation, again, is not for believers. That's 7 years of tribulation. Yes. Jesus said that people are going to hate us. We're going to die for our faith. That doesn't mean that we're in the 7 years of tribulation. Okay. A Jewish White House reporter today asked Press Secretary Carolyn Levitt if President Trump was going to build the Third Temple in Jerusalem. She responded that the matter had not come up in any meetings held on President Trump's construction projects. President Trump has recently announced several planned historic construction projects, including the creation of a ceremonial arch in Washington and replacing the east wing of the White House with the ballroom. We know that. That's like physically happening right now. Why? For some reason, people on social media decided to say, oh, he's going to rebuild the East Wing to be the Third Temple. No, the third Temple has to be where Israel is now, where Jerusalem is now. It has to be exactly where the second and the first temples were. And as you know, the Muslims are there blocking it, but you are going to see the Third Temple physically built. And when you do, when you see that Third Temple physically built, folks, we're out of time. It's that simple. We're out of time. Look, I know eschatology, Bible prophecy can be very, very confusing, but there are some set in stone things. That is why when I first got saved almost 6 years ago, and I realized during COVID, the red heifers, and no, they were not genetically modified, grown in a petri dish. That just goes to show people don't understand how cows are inseminated nowadays. It's artificial 90% of the time. There's actually reasons for that. But back to what I was saying. When I realized that the red heifers had been sent to Israel without having their ears pierced, like they are forced to do in the United States through the USDA, I realized that while Satan was trying to overstep and overplay his hand, my God was moving mountains to make this happen. There's not been a red heifer since the times that Jesus walked this earth, friends and family. Come on, Jesus. You guys, this is an amazing time to be alive, especially if you're a Christian. So I hope to see all of you tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope that this clarified that comment, because it just really got under my skin. I was telling Leslie, the lady that writes the newsletter. I'm like, I'm not sure where people get their information, but that's two different things. Okay. And it's important more now than ever that we don't fall for everything that we see on the internet. You're going to see videos of people running through Walmarts, grabbing stuff, and, because the government shut down, we're all going to go hungry. You should have been prepared. Some of us have been telling you since COVID, stock up on things that you cannot live without. I've said it from day one. I didn't overstock. I have enough food stocked up for 3 to 6 months, depending on how I ration it out. Plus, I grow food and canned food. You should be prepared. You definitely should be prepared. Some of us are like, there's people out there not prepared. Yeah, there are people out there not prepared. So let this be your warning. The red heifers, from what I'm understanding, have already been burned. Their ashes have been gathered. They have everything they need to build the third temple. And even though Caroline is acting like she doesn't know what they're talking about, I find it very telling that that question was point blank asked. I do very much think that Trump is going to push for the third temple to be built. And when it is built, friends and family, we are so close to Jesus coming back. Yeah. Woo! Got to get excited, friends. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to get our newsletter. It is biblically based. It will help you. It really will. Learn the basics that you've maybe never gotten before. Look at the top of comments. Do not forget to add your email because that is how it will be sent to you. Love you guys so much. Be safe out there.